1,300 miles. This is the distance remaining for Cheminée Poujolat to reach Cape Horn, a goal that it could achieve by mid-afternoon next Tuesday. But how are they moving along today?
Right now, the situation for Cheminée Poujolat, they're enjoying 25 to 30 knots winds coming from the northeast, and during the next 24 hours, the low pressure is going to move southeast. They're going to have wind around 35 to 40 knots. Neutrogena and gas is still very close the one from the other because right now they are just separated by 12 miles.
We feel very happy. We are satisfied with our speed and our performance, and every day we are closer and closer to Neutrogena, so we are very happy. We have to take care not to break and to exit this Pacific Ocean.
So right now they are sailing in 20 to 25 knots of wind coming southwest, and they are going to sail and to jibe along the AIZ for the next 36 hours.
Meanwhile, Renault Captur is facing 20 to 25 knot northerly and northeasterly winds, so they won't be reaching Wellington until tonight. This situation benefits One Planet, One Ocean and Pharmaton, which for the past several days has been one of the fastest boats in the fleet and is narrowing the gap between them and Weir Water.
We are very happy because this week we have been doing a lot of miles and we have been approaching to Weir Water. We had very good conditions for this. We had a strong wind, but not too much, and then we can push the boat in these conditions. So we are very happy.
We have Weir Water located before the high pressure, so they are sailing in southwesterly winds between 10 to 15 knots, and One Planet, One Ocean Pharmaton is having the end of the high pressure, so that means northwest winds. For Spirit of Hungary, they are still just before this cold front here, so the wind is now around 30 to 35 knots coming from the northwest, and it's gonna stay like that for the next 24 hours.
On est à Lorient, au chantier CDK, et on est sur le pont donc, du nouveau Safran, qui sera donc le bateau que j'utiliserai pour la prochaine saison et pour le Vendee Globe en 2016. C'est très bien organisé, tout est millimétré pour que les gens se chevauchent pas vraiment sur les tâches respectives. Il y a une trentaine de personnes quasiment, je pense entre 20 et 30 personnes, avec des spécialités, des compétences différentes. À aucun moment je vais prendre le pinceau ou je vais faire une strat ou je vais... voilà, c'est plus l'aspect un peu personnel des choses que je vais utiliser derrière. Donc, voilà, j'essaye d'aider comme je peux, même si c'est pas forcément mon domaine de compétence. C'est des charnières en composite de toute façon tout ça.
Ouais, je pense.
Ouais. C'est jouable, tu vois, c'est cohérent quand tu es en position de barre et puis surtout... Ça fait partie des choses d'ergonomie justement. C'est vrai qu'on est... Tous les skippers n'ont pas la même taille, n'ont pas les mêmes envies, n'ont pas les mêmes façons de naviguer. La même philosophie à la navigation et à la spécificité du bateau. Donc j'essaye d'apporter mon regard et ma vision par rapport au choix que j'ai envie de faire sur tous ces systèmes-là. Et puis voilà, et du coup après, une fois que j'ai validé une décision, les gars se mettent en œuvre derrière pour pouvoir réaliser le produit, faire en sorte que je puisse le tester la fois d'après, et on essaye d'avancer comme ça petit à petit.
C'est un petit peu l'effervescence d'avant la mise à l'eau, donc tout ça, ça se cumule et il y a beaucoup de monde sur le bateau. Ouais.
C'est sûr qu'on est plutôt sur la fin du chantier, c'est un chantier qui a duré quasiment 12 mois, donc voilà, il nous reste un petit 10% du travail à faire. Mais voilà, globalement les choses avancent bien.
C'est sympa de voir le bateau mûrir comme ça et grandir petit à petit. Au début c'était juste une coque, et puis il y avait le pont de l'autre côté, les éléments de la structure d'un autre encore, et puis tout ça, ça s'assemble et ça ressemble maintenant à un vrai bateau. Il n'y a plus qu'à On a hâte de le sortir, de mettre la quille, les voiles et d'aller naviguer et de voir ce que ça donne. Mais ouais, c'est une belle gestation.
So welcome to Double Bay, a little grey, a little overcast, but race 6 has just finished. Our race winner standing behind me, the trusty threesome, the most consistent guys in the harbour. That's what it feels like to us. Another great day, Howie, for you guys.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, it was really fun.
And the three of you, we're just saying from the tacks, the jibes, boat handling today, Skip, it looked absolutely awesome from off the water. It looked really precise and really relaxed and very good.
We're getting better. We've had a lot of time now, and Dan has been consistently 3 to 4 seconds ahead of time. He's telling us what's going to happen, where we ought to be, where the weight needs to go, and that just makes it easy. So it's incredible. Like
just on the boat, I know your guy said to you yesterday you're a helmsman and you're actually toughing it out on the front of a ship. That probably doesn't help. That doesn't harm the boat handling, does it? But we were saying today, watching you, that it looks like the three of you have been sailing together for about 5 years. It's very tight, very together.
Feels like we've been sailing together 5 years.
It's not been that long, is it?
No.
You're a new team.
I guess I think we had 11 days in a row or something like that before the regatta. So I think that was including the first few races. So by the end of the first Sunday, we'd done 11 days pretty much in a row. So that's certainly,
what the time,
well, for me, was massive. I guess I haven't done that for quite a long time, but
since your Olympic campaign, you said.
Yeah, exactly. So the gain, I guess, in getting to know each other was phenomenal, and obviously tuning the rig has been great. But yeah, just sailing together has been absolutely enjoyable. So,
it does look that way. You're probably three of the tightest, happiest looking guys in the park. You know, sometimes there's a link between that and on the water, isn't it? I think that's how it looks to us. Now look, tomorrow, going to tomorrow, you've won this event twice before, Howie. You're not going to win this time. 7 have already won it after today's performance, but second is up for grabs big time here, isn't it, for you?
Well, I think second might be out of reach for us, but we'd be thrilled to get on the podium.
Yeah.
And whatever the conditions come, you're going to be happy with what you get. Skip, what do you feel is your best conditions? What would you like to?
Well, it looks like we're going to probably get similar to what we had today, and it felt like we had really good speed and good height today. So we were definitely thinking our VMG was pretty good against everybody. So we're able to keep a lane, keep height, and it feels great. So hopefully similar to this one. Really nice.
Well, I think we'll try and flip that for you, and a little bit of rain as well, just to sharpen things up.
Oh yeah, cleans up the boat before we put it in the container.
I like your thinking. Look, thanks guys for talking to us. Great performance today. Race winners of race 6. That's Team USA, Team Harkin. What should we call you, Harry? We're calling you both on the camera cap. What are you? What do you want to be called?
Team America.
Whatever.
Do you know what a Rorschach test is?
A Rorschach?
Yeah, like when there's like an ink blot and they say, what do you see in this? A Rorschach test?
No, never heard of it.
When you first saw the sail, the graphics on the sail,
I didn't. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't even ask the question.
I know what you're going to ask me. What?
Have you ever taken a Rorschach test where they do the ink blot and you tell us what you see?
No.
Oh, I know what everybody has seen in the sail.
But you didn't see that?
No, I didn't notice it initially, to be honest with you.
But then once they pointed out, you saw...
Oh, yeah.
That it was a flower.
No.
Oh, guys, here we go.
When you looked at the sails of Mar Mostro, what did you see?
A lot of work. And Henry looks me in the eye and he says, I want the best, the fastest, the lightest, but I don't want it to fail, and if it fails, I'm going to be really upset.
So these boats, what they do is they have incredible what's called sail area to weight ratios. So tons of sail area, and they're very, very light boats. There's probably 30 boats like this in the world, and these boats are made to go as fast as possible out in ocean sailing. Sail area to weight to stability ratio actually allows the boat to go faster than the wind. So in 20 knots breeze at the right angle, we're doing 25 knots steady. We make wind. It's called apparent wind. We actually go faster than the wind most of the time.
The first time you saw the sail, did you see something on the graphics that might have looked like something else?
A penis.
Actually, I saw something different than a penis, but now I keep thinking about penis. Why is that?
You like that?
Looking forward to going around Cape Horn. For sure.
Why?
For one, it's going to be some seriously fast sailing.
Now they're using a sail that has to work for thousands of miles, reefed, unreefed, withstanding incredible loads. Boats doing, being knocked over in the winds and the waves, and it's just incredible where it's come. And to look at the shape, they look like a foil of an airplane wing, and they never really distort and never really change shape. And they propel boats at incredible speeds.
Speed? Everybody thought they were going fast. Nobody ever dreamt of speed like what boats today produce, these being the premier.
Including storm sails, we're carrying 10 sails.
We're only allowed to have 2 mainsails for the whole race.
These boats are fast enough that we never go from, if you're the finish line, I'm the starting line, we never go straight from me to you. We careen around the ocean, sticking ourselves in harm's way, sticking ourselves in front of storms, and then riding the correct edge of that storm to the next storm. So we're zigzagging all over the ocean to try to find the fastest path. Because of that, we're always in lousy weather,
It's somewhere between gobbling us up and drifting to complete out of control Armageddon windy. I'm not sure. Somewhere between those two. Doesn't look very pretty, I'll tell you that. Might look pretty to take a photo of, but doesn't look pretty to sail in.
Is it hard to use a sewing machine when it's really stormy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just put one of the stanchions through the foot of the jib. It's quite a big tear. Normally we just do a little patch and leave it spray glued, but it's sort of probably 300 or 400 mil long, so we dropped the sail and brought it down below and just to sew the patch because it's just so wet up there, nothing would stick very well anyway, so might as well do a proper job and don't have to worry about it.
So you think it looks like a what?
I don't think it looks like anything. You're not going to make me say what it is.
But I heard that there was something in the sail.
You did?
Yeah.
But you didn't see it?
No.
Talking about the mainsail design?
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty bad.
The sailors hate graphics from one point of view because they add weight.
How do you feel about the graphics on the sail?
I don't care.
At all?
No. I thought, what the hell am I getting into? To be honest, I thought, what are they? Why are they doing this to such nice sails?
Sponsors are why we're here. And we basically have to make a big billboard, just like you see behind us.
For us, the graphics are slowing us down, but they do look fantastic, as everyone says.
There are tight restrictions on what a Volvo boat can weigh and how heavy its keel can be. For every pound that you put above the deck on any of these racing boats, it's 1 pound that you can't put down below the deck or below the hull in the keel. Every pound that can be changed is really important. We've been able to make the Puma graphic less than 10% of the entire weight of the sail, which is fantastic.
Did you see a flower?
No.
Did you see a tentacle?
No.
If you actually look at the pictures, the wave that's coming off the bow of the boat, on the sail, is all cut out.
And trying to make it lighter, all the effort that goes into cutting the pieces away that really are only black to start with so that the sail shines through.
Yeah, we cut as much of the vinyl out and made the sail the background.
The flower. It looks a bit like the flower. The color and like isn't it like the tentacle thing looks a bit like one of these meat-eating plants?
We have a process that's called 3DI. The way that we found you can make the lightest sail for the least amount of stretch is to take the monofilaments that make up a yarn, any yarn, and in this case Kevlar, and actually spread those monofilaments apart into sheets.
Really? A meat-eating plant?
You know these things?
Venus flytrap.
Thank you, that one.
And then layer those sheets unidirectionally in the direction that the sail designer wants. Laminate those sheets together to get the thickness and the strength of the material that we want for the sail. Those sheets laid on top of each other go on top of a mold that actually then heats and vacuum bags the sail and makes a flexible but rigid composite.
No, you get it at Christmas and it grows really tall. Amaryllis. Amaryllis!
Once it's pointed out, I can see why someone would think it's like.
And at that point, we have to finish the sail. And the finishing of the sail incorporates putting the patches on the corners, putting the rings on the corners so it can attach itself to the boom and the mainsail, and the batten pockets, the sail numbers, of course, the most important thing, the Puma logo, which looks fantastic and doesn't weigh much.
I see a flower that's supposed to shit itself. And I hate flowers.
Have you ever taken a Rorschach test?
No.
The first time you saw the sails of Mar Mostro, did you see anything in the sails?
I saw a bunch of mushrooms, I think, growing.
And somebody out there, I believe his name's Tony, has put a lot of effort into this.
We've been working so hard, and you look at this thing fucking night and day.
Finally got it to where it was good, except for one thing.
It did look like a dick on the sail.
Did you know that there was a dick on the sail?
There's a very phallic area on the mainsail that is wrapped up in a propeller. It's like sticking your finger in a fan.
That was kind of the first part that we started with this bottom area, and as soon as we got to it, it was noticed very early on.
You know, the boat was in the water for like 10 days before I got to go on it, right? It was there every week during the paint job and whatnot, and I hadn't seen the sails.
So Tony finally hasn't seen it yet. You guys went out sailing, you haven't seen it, God.
So they've been sailing and whatnot, and I was like, send me pictures of sails. You know, so they sent me a couple pictures of boats sailing and whatnot. Still, nothing reactive, no reaction. No, I didn't recognize. And the great thing was, nobody was saying anything. Nobody was calling me saying, dude, you have to change this.
Yeah, but no one wanted to say it.
I step on the boat. I see the boys, I'm like, hey guys, hey. And then I just kind of look up at the sails as I normally do just to see how the graphic execution and how clean all the edges are and stuff. And there it was, just, you were just like, what?
He was a goddamn dick on the mainsail. Shit.
Why is there a giant penis staring down at you guys?
European penis, actually.
And everybody busted out, and like, one, a sense of relief that I noticed it, and two, a sense of happiness that I wasn't happy with it, because I think they were just fearing that I was going to be like, oh, it's cool, just sail around the world with this giant penis pointed down at your head.
I think they've downsized the phallic symbols on the boat.
Well, we fixed it. It went to the moil. Like, who gives you the bris?
Here we go.
Got that all sorted and got a new dick on the sail now.
Does it still look like one?
Depends, like I said.
Yeah, in the eye of the beholder.
Eye of the beholder.
Is a Georgia O'Keeffe painting a flower?
Yeah.
It says a lot about you, though, what you see in the propeller or on the shirt.
No, Antonio, I know, definitely came back. He said, oh, we can't have that. And I didn't even realize what he was talking about until after he described it.
And what did he describe to you?
He said it had a big dick. Well, I thought he was talking about people on the boat, but I didn't realize that he was actually talking about the sail.